What's up, Nets fans?
What's up,
Nets fans? It's your boy Mizzle.
It's your boy Weech. Yeah, I'm going with Weech.
Yeah,
make it casual.
I thought you forgot your name for a little bit.
No. I was going to go with the
government.
Name.
No, we won.
That's why, but it didn't feel like a win.
I know, it was tough. We survived.
Yeah, so.
Survive.
We won, so it's Weech. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Being positive.
Yeah. Being positive got us to OT, right? Remember?
Yes.
He was being positive. He said, man, maybe we go to OT. And, that was him being positive. We went to OT and we were able to get the job done today.
Nice.
All right.
Yep,
today. Shout out to the Nets. Before we get ahead of ourselves, don't forget to subscribe. That's right. What they got to do?
Like, press that like button.
That's right.
Get those likes up.
Get those likes up so we could get it to Nets fans like yourself, okay? And we got the podcast going. Don't forget to subscribe there as well. All right, now that we got that out the way, we got to recap. We got to go talk about these Nets. The first game we're talking about is what?
Yes.
Mike Ortiz. What is the first game? KYRIE's return. I really wanted to do an episode right after that, but we couldn't get it going, and I had to make sure you was in the building this time.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. Last couple weeks I've been Dolly. He's been Florida Weech. You know how he do. You know what I'm saying? He goes down there. Yeah, when it gets cold up here, he goes down there. You know what I'm saying? But
best Christmas, New Year's when it's 70 and better. But it's all about Kyrie, and we will talk about his return.
Yes, Kyrie was back. How'd you feel about
excellent.
that game before I recap it? How'd you feel about the game?
To tell you the truth, I didn't like Steve Nash coaching, but I love that Kyrie just came in and this proved that he's going to be him. Like, he act like that, like he didn't miss a day, honestly, because he stayed aggressive and went to the hole. So I was very, very, very happy.
So was I. So let's right from the start, like you said, let's get into some details of that game. Right from the start, Kyrie took the first shot. Kyrie's like, yo. Oh, just in case y'all thought that I was gonna front. Nah, ain't no fronting at me. I'm taking the first shot. He missed it. It was it hit the front rim a little bit, and he was just getting the cobwebs off, right?
Yeah.
He was just getting the cobwebs off. Obviously, KD looked good to start as well that game. He looked good. He looked fabulous. We're gonna get into more of the stuff that he did the rest of the game.
Okay.
And Harden actually started off that game very aggressive, and then he cooled off. But he started very aggressive. Quick 4 points for Harden. We looked good in the first quarter, but the story of the first quarter was other Brooklyn night. Let's not forget about fellow Brooklyn night Lance Stevenson, which I thought they cut you the next day. I was bugging. I told all my friends. They probably looking at me like, yo, he was doing some stuff yesterday. What's wrong with him? But Lance Stevenson goes 20 straight.
You got born ready?
Yes, that's what it, boy. You got it. Born ready. You got it. Born ready was Brooklyn style. He came to show. He's like, oh, y'all thought it was gonna be about Kyrie? No, it's about me. Shout out to you. 20 straight points for him. So the Pacers actually go up, right? The Pacers go up, especially in the second quarter when they extend the lead. And I think they went up about 19 points. I'm not sure in that game. They go up all those points. Second half, Duke, he was in the starting lineup to start the game. But Duke, he didn't look, you know what I don't like? He takes those threes. Those threes that he can't. I know he's open. It's the right play to make, but he just can't hit it yet. But
I'm
Duke,
just ready for you to get to the point, because that's what I was really mad at Steve Nash about, man.
But him being in the starting lineup, that just shows you What kind,
Yeah,
bro? This guy went from undrafted to the starting lineup next to Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to David Duke for his jump, but the move that Steve Nash made was putting Bembry in the game. Putting Bembry in the game, he brought that energy that Duke just couldn't bring. You understand what I mean? You know, Duke, he's always good. We're not bad talking Duke here because Duke always does his thing, but Bembry was that tweak that Steve Nash needed to make.
It was like the defense just hit the flicker. Light change, the energy was different, and they was just playing aggressive defense throughout the whole slot, and it was very impressive.
Absolutely.
I just didn't understand why he took so long to add him in. It just made no sense, honestly. And it's been
the
going
whole
on.
half. Why not put him in the second quarter when you see it going down? You know.
I was gonna mispronounce his name, but I'm gonna say Mr. Duke Jr.
That's right.
You take him out the starting line and just add Bembry in. Like, I just don't understand the type of rotations that he's dealing with, and I think it's really hurting with the vibe of the team.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on those type of things, and we're gonna get to them in the end. Trust me.
I know I got more to say.
I know you do. you get Steve Nash stuff all the time.
Not impressed, buddy.
So at the end of the third, we were able to make a run with that energy. Was like I said, we go down 19. I'm like, oh, what is going on? Don't tell me we're gonna lose the game that Kyrie comes back. Nope, that didn't happen. The guys rallied back in the fourth. Kyrie led the fourth with 10 points. He looked like the Black Mamba, miniature Black Mamba. There's an edit that Talking Nets. Shout out to Talking Nets on Twitter. Shout out to Talking Nets, Fireside Nets, all of the Nets podcasts. You know, we gotta grow the fan base. We all a community. You know what I'm saying? They put a fire edit with I'm gonna show it to you after the with Kyrie and Kobe side by side doing the moves that Kyrie did in the Indiana game.
For real?
Yeah, and it looked just like he looked like the little Mamba. I'm telling you, like 6'2". He's 6'2", but we all know Kobe 6'6". But anyway, he looked incredible that fourth quarter. He led us back. He took over 10 points. It's not to be forgotten that KD was doing his thing too. He scored 39, right? So let's get into that box score, and that's how the game ended. We won. We were able to win that game. Tell us about Kyrie's stats, KD's stats, James Harden's stats.
So we're going to start with KD, who had 39 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 for 6 from 3. I'm going to save Kyrie for last. James Harden had 18 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 for 12 from the field. He didn't hit any threes. I felt like he took a couple that was this unneeded and kind of lazy shooting.
Right.
But Kyrie, like you said, 10 in the quarter. So he entered the fourth quarter with only 12 points.
Right.
People was panicking. I know a lot of people would say, oh, Kyrie got that rust. But he showed you with that extra 10, ended off with 22 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. 9 for 17 from the field.
Claxton was some nice play. Bembry was some nice play, like we said.
We're gonna save Claxton like
for
this game. He got the numbers to
this game. He
got
got the numbers to
But
so,
he got 12 points.
You know, that game was nice. We were very happy to see it. Kyrie saved the day. And we're going to get to the Milwaukee game. We're going to breeze by that game because we lost. And this is a positive show today, all right? I don't even want to really relive it, but I'm going to do my diligence. Let's go really quickly, all right? The Bucks didn't have Holiday, and they didn't need him. Portis couldn't be held. He couldn't be held. I like we said, they always have problems with the big guys. Every time we have power forwards and centers that are, on the bigger side, we always have problems.
I don't understand why they want to start KD as power forward, where we have James Johnson, who showed that he could play kind of big, but at least to the status of like getting in Giannis' way. I'm not saying that he could stop Giannis, but get in his way and
How about a Blake Griffin too? Like for
We got
Spurs.
Paul Millsap, but we got rid of Jerry Green for Paul Millsap, basically.
Yeah, something.
And Paul Millsap doesn't play.
He's not panning out. He's not gonna help us. He wasn't gonna help us in that game as well.
Like, we wasted.
But Blake Griffin played a full playoff series, 7-game series against Milwaukee, and he doesn't get a little bit more time.
I don't understand these lineups.
You know what I mean? Because Sabonis killed us. We breezed past that. Sabonis killed us.
Yeah.
The night before. You know what I mean? I remember
and
Turner was killing us too and blocking. That's why James Harden couldn't score too much in that game because he couldn't get
threes.
yeah, exactly, because he couldn't get to the rack. And what was the point? The big guys was killing us. And the next game, Turner was killing us, and they put KD. The point was KD. They put KD in the game
center
to neutralize Turner, which was a good move by Steve Nash. You know, but let's get to the Milwaukee game. The big guys killed us. Giannis killed us. They were able to keep up with them for a little bit, but after halftime, they just ballooned the lead, and by the fourth quarter, Steve Nash just conceded. You know what I mean? Which I don't like about Steve Nash, but I get it. We're gonna have a tough stretch where a lot of big minutes are gonna be needed.
Yeah.
So I get it, and sometimes I get a little selfish, but you know I gotta think bigger picture. But 8-10 minutes left.
Are we talking about Steve Nash now? Because
no, not yet. At the end of the
game.
game. So, you know, they just ballooned. The young guys came in. That was the only positive. The young guys came in. They showed effort. They showed fight.
Had 7 minutes?
I don't know if Kessler played that much.
I don't think so. He wasn't.
I don't think he played.
I think it was in street clothes that did.
Yeah. I don't think Kessler played that game. But the other young guys, I'm talking about Day'Ron Sharpe. I'm talking about Cam Thomas. And I'm talking about Duke. They finished out the game. The young guys. Javon Carter came in and did pretty well. He looked very. I know everybody hates Javon. Nets World hates Javon Carter.
Don't go down that rabbit hole, man.
They do not like Javon Carter. Okay, but he played well in those garbage minutes. Let's move past that game. We don't care. We don't care about those stats. The box score is there. You guys check the box score on your own. The podcast listeners I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know, we got the graphic there for you guys to see. But we want to forget about that game and get to the Spurs game, the last game that we're going to talk about today. You know, they're in a back-to-back situation where they're going to be playing tomorrow in Portland, which we're going to talk about. But this is the first of a back-to-back, so the young guys got a lot of burn today.
Yes.
It looked good in the beginning.
Yeah.
It looked good in the beginning. We had go ahead. Go ahead.
Quarter by quarter.
Yeah.
So we scored 32. Mm-hmm. They tied us up with 32 in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. 28 in the second quarter to 19. Then that third quarter. Even though they only outscored us by 7, it just was we could have put that game away.
Yes, we could have.
Where our starters, KD had some rest going to the next game, but like I said, it's lazy coaching or bad decision coaching, where we just get ourselves in weird situations, and you could tell from the body language from James Harden, he's one of the first people off the court.
Yeah.
And as this,
no, you're right. You talking about halftime?
No, at the end of the game.
At the end of the game?
Yeah, he just one of the first Nets players off the court. And you could tell that his energy was off.
Well, you know, he probably, his energy, which I'm going to get to at the end of the...
It's just like the coaching and the atmosphere. I know we got superstar players, but they do their part. You gave them the minutes and they give you the numbers. Like, there's got to be better coaching. And I'm still not talking about Steve Nash.
And we still didn't get to Steve Nash yet.
I got more to say, buddy.
You talked about the third quarter primarily. The second quarter is when we kind of got a little bit of a separation. The defense in the third quarter kind of looked a little bit good, so we started to separate a little bit. And then at the end of the third quarter is when we did horribly. And Similarly to the end of the fourth quarter as well is when, because we did create a little bit of separation when James Harden had those 2 step backs that he actually hit.
Yeah.
Remember, the game was getting tight. Shout out to Kessler Edwards. I cannot forget about Kessler Edwards in that third quarter. He gets burned and he gets himself a block, some rebounds, and a couple of threes. Kessler Edwards looked so great. KD was cooking for most of the game. He was.
Yeah.
It was. I think at the end of the game he ran out of gas. At the end of the game, so. Let's get to the end of the game. Let's just go straight to the end of the game, which was a sequence that really, really boggled my mind, where we had 20 seconds left with the ball because we...
It started at 3 minutes where it just became...
Yeah, we couldn't score.
Yeah, it's just KD
and James Harden, exactly.
It wasn't even...
No, James Harden just deferring to KD.
Yeah, just throughout the whole time. Here, take the ball. Take the ball. Take the ball.
And James Harden he's not cutting, he's not anything, he's just hanging out there, just watching KD do his thing. So it actually started we just saying, it actually started 3 minutes. We couldn't score for 3 minutes straight. And like I said, it's just a sloppy fourth quarter. And KD with 20 seconds left after the Jakob Portal offensive foul, 20 seconds left. Listen, guys, it's 24 seconds in the clock. There's 20 seconds left. There should be 1 possession left in that game. All right? 1 possession. Make a miss where we go to overtime, or you make it, or you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And KD takes a 3-point shot in which Cam Thomas cannot secure the rebound, and they still get 0.8. Listen, when you leave the door ajar, we could have really been having a different conversation right now. You understand what I mean? And then they come back in the fourth. Not in the fourth, in overtime. KD once again. James Harden deferring.
I think he had 4 points in that quarter.
James Harden?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. You're right. You're right. I'm talking about the very end. The very end.
Again,
yes. The very end. I guess that's what James Harden. You can close too. I guess that's the thing. He's like, KD's the closer. I guess that's my role. I'm gonna get it to KD.
At least do some pick and roll.
Movement
where
though.
You guys are not like literally. Mm-hmm. You're shut down and he's like fatigued, and you're just giving him the ball half court and. It doesn't make sense. It's not
exactly.
what I thought this office was built on. And
especially when you're a good facilitator.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be a fluid office where there's movement.
I don't know.
We're still not talking about Steve Nash, bro.
2 seconds, we're going to finish this game off because we can't forget what happened at the end of overtime.
This was what made it positive. This was the thing.
So KD cannot close. He can't hit a shot for anything. So now they double him with 7 seconds left. We get the possession. Same thing. Same scenario that happened in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. We get the possession. The last possession, I say to you, now I know they're not going to make a mistake. Steve Nash calls a timeout. KD with 7 seconds left, dribbles it out, passes it to your boy, Killa
Cam
Thomas. Splash. Splash. What a big shot.
These young guys are special. Special.
And we're going to get to them in the end. Now you can talk about Steve Nash. That's how that game ends. We're going to talk. We're going to get into some closing thoughts, and we start with Steve Nash.
Yes.
We start with Steve Nash.
Honestly, if this was Christmas, it would have been Festivus, where I'm airing all my grievances. And I'm doing it now. I'm not holding a stick. But I'm telling you, Steve Nash, you're riding down slippery slopes because your rotation is totally off guard. We was doing so well on defense early in the year, then out of nowhere it just goes away because the players that you were giving time for defense are just not getting the same minutes. I know guys are killing Javon Carter, but what happened to Bruce Brown?
Bruce Brown should be getting a couple of more minutes.
I love Cam Thomas, but you can adjust this. Bruce Brown don't need 20 minutes. Just give him a couple spots where he could come in and give some energy, especially when there's no energy.
Exactly.
And those are people that James Harden was using throughout the year.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
pick and rolls.
it's just a whole bunch of confusion in terms of that rotation. And he said that there's guys that's just not separating themselves enough for him to really see who's gonna get that 8-man rotation. It need to go. I know you got D'Antoni. You got that from D'Antoni. It needs to go. You need to set your rotation. You got your guys, but based on the game, just like you did with Bembry in the Indiana game, when you inserted him, like, okay, I need to do something and maybe not take too long. I know that was your thing, taking too long. I know that was your thing, but we got to give him credit for that. You understand what I'm saying? Just do that a little bit more. You can't just be... And today, he played the young guys. Why can't the young guys get a little bit more time?
Especially
you know what I mean?
Kessa, who could shoot threes, rebound, and defend. Makes no sense. I'm not like, it's not like we're telling you to play everybody on the team, but like there's got to be something going where it's some consistency where it's not you're just giving James Harden and Kevin Durant 40 plus minutes and hoping that we could get away with winning games like that. Is this
his inexperience show when we play like bigger teams? You understand what I'm saying? And we're winning despite Steve Nash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's move on. Let's talk about Patty. He's been slumping this week. Patty has been slumping this week.
I think he gonna get himself together.
He's gonna get, so that too has aided, especially in the Bucks game. That's why we couldn't get that one. Yeah. Let's talk about some positives. Let's talk about some positives before we get out of here because we're overtime. We got to get out of here, all right? Positives, Claxton, hooping. Did we even talk about his stats? Or we didn't even do their stats real quick?
I got you right now. This is a special one for Claxton.
Yeah, for Claxton.
16 and 14.
Oof,
7
today.
for 10 from the field. Oof. Oh, my goodness. Claxton
continues to rise. I talked about him a little bit in the last show when I was Dolly, but Claxton continues to rise. Our young guys, they continue to stay to let us know that they're ready. Davon Sharp always gives us good minutes. He gave us good minutes today.
6 rebounds.
Right?
And offer only 11 minutes. 6 rebounds, 7 points.
Yes, you won't get out-rebounded if you put that big kid in there. You understand what I'm saying? Sprinkles. How about more sprinkles of Kessler Edwards? He can defend, hit shots. He needs more time. 2
for the 3.
You understand what I mean? Duke is in the starting lineup, and Cam continues to hit big shots. The future's bright.
Yeah.
We look good with those guys, and the biggest positive of all, Kyrie will be playing this week, baby. Tomorrow he will be playing. By the time you guys see this, it will be maybe today for you, but tomorrow for us. Kyrie. He is back in the fold.
Yes.
We're going to be on the road. He could get that continuity with the team for a little bit. We got a tough stretch. We got a back-to-back after the Bulls game, which should be a big game. We need that game. And we have Kyrie for it.
Tough teams, man. I think he might give us that edge.
Yeah, he might finally give us that edge against the top-tier teams.
Yeah.
Because we still having trouble in January against top-tier teams.
In January? The whole season.
No, I'm just saying, we're in January for the whole season, and we're in January. You know what I mean? Guys, I don't have anything else. Next game we play, like we said, will be Portland. It will be at 10 o'clock Eastern time. In Portland, Kyrie will be playing. It will be 1-10, January 10th, 10 p.m. Weege, will you be watching?
Yes,
sir. Even if it's a late start, I'm gonna try to watch it at the time. I gotta get my beauty sleep. My kids wake up so early. You know what I mean? All right, that's it. I don't have anything else. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like, and also don't forget to add us on Facebook. I did it right this time. Add us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and follow us on IG. We sure ain't got nothing else?
No, man, let's just go out with the Brooklyn
Let's do the chant because we won.
Over.
That way first. Brooklyn. We said Brooklyn. And we out, baby.
Yeah.